Welcome. There you are. Back, ladies and gentlemen. Round two of this evening's IPA continued day. I don't know how to put this, but this IPA is kind of a big deal. That was a little bit earlier than I expected, but essentially, that's the name of the beer that we have today. Evil Twin Brewing, a massive shout out. I've always liked all their beers, and I always seem to get one of their beers every single time we go shopping. I'll let you guys enjoy the pour as well. Essentially, I am given wildflower honey as our brewing ingredients. That's about all I got. 10% alcohol. Evil Twin always does a phenomenal job with keeping things relatively cheap for absolute quality beer. And quality is so generic, but I don't need too crazy. You know, I've had those more expensive beers, like the most I've ever paid for a beer was like in the $20 range, $15-$20 range. I've had a few maybe. And they aren't really that crazy special, you know? Perhaps if you got into like the Belgian mixed flavors or a sour, I can't even tell, especially when it comes to the darker stouts. I can't tell too much of a crazy difference between your, to me, $2 beers and your maybe $15 beer range. A lot of it's grouped into that right there. I don't really have too much wiggle room besides that. Sweet but light. You would probably almost, I would almost go as far as saying a Blue Moon is almost more crisp on the nose. It's light, but you can tell it's sweet. Honey, I can't tell, no. But, I could not tell. I had a little sip, but it was not explainable enough. Nice golden color. I did not open up enough. I don't like pouring big cans that slowly. I like a nice pour. There she blows. And that golden, a lot more orange than expected. I like not being able to see through. It reminds me that there's a little bit more flavor than your average typical. However, I'm always impressed when I have beers that are somewhat clear but also impactful with flavor. Nice little head, tiny. There's not much smell. But it smells impactful, like apricot orange. Nectar. I guess nectar is a weird thing to flow, but maybe it's like a hint of flower almost. Just that idea of flower. I don't get too many flavored beers that are, in the flower sort of flavor. Kind of like jasmine or lavender-like. If anything, it's cedarwood or a nice earthy flavor. But flower's a little bit different. What is that? Young. Oh, it's young. Not apricot. Maybe it is. Almost like an apricot grapefruit mix right in there. There's something in there. It may be apricot. It's interesting. So not as sweet. it has a sweetness. So apricot obviously is the fruit, and that's sugar. But it has a good balance of that flower. There is a non-sweet aromatic flavor to this one. This is not just all fruit. You can tell there's something else out there. I don't know. I'm not very specified when it comes to I guess floral flavors. Uh, it's even no the lip is orange. The lip is orangey. In the mouth is like the flower floral sort of flavor, and as you swoosh it around and drink back, you get the Christmas, the crispness of I just feel like a zest. I get honey. I guess it sort of makes sense. Yeah, I would suppose honey would be in there. Um, I feel for some reason I feel more of an. I like to classify things as color, by the way. So when I say orange, I don't necessarily mean the fruit orange or any specific fruit. When I say a specific fruit name, I usually mean sometimes I'm relating to the color of the fruit. And to me, the color plate gives it a huge, a much more general flavor tone than the specific fruit. It tastes a little bit more orange than it does. I don't want to say honey because honestly, your typical honey colors are probably pretty close. I just have a hard time tasting uniquely honey. Maybe it's like brown sugar, which is really close to honey. Um, Maybe it tastes a little bit more brown sugar, which is I know nothing like orange, but it's good. I will say it's good. Um, I think I would take this. This would be a good quality meal. I'm talking like biscuits and gravy, baby. We're talking Thanksgiving. You need maybe not Thanksgiving. That's quality. That's really quality. Not to say Evil Twin isn't, but probably a little bit more quality. This is like when I say Thanksgiving, I mean like a roast beef with gravy and mashed potatoes. Right? That is this one. Um, yeah, you could balance it out with dark meat. This is a closer to dark meat, you know? It's interesting because it still has a sweet flavor. Um, with dark meat, I think it would be okay. Still fine with chicken whatnot, but whatever. Chicken, because that's not being very specific either. White meat and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, that's long enough. We'll go ahead and crack one more open later on. I don't know if I'll make a video because I'll be at home, but there's some interesting ones later on. Still to come, space dust. Still to come, heavy seas. Still to come, I can't remember the others. Or can I? No, I cannot. Knee Deep has one. They got one coming soon. I got one coming by Knee Deep. Anyway, cheers to all you fellow drinksters, and gosh, I never have any exit thoughts. What do I got? I gotta live expressively. That's it. And if I don't say it crazily, it doesn't make any sense. So live expressively.